Hello, everybody. In the current affairs this week, I wanted to talk about the week two in the global crisis has emerged out of the Middle East region. The first week was quite different. The world thought that it was a crisis which was limited to that region and it will go on or it will end its way, but it might not impact the entire world. But the week two is very different. In the second week, US and its allies, being UK and Germany, they visited Israel and supported Israel in its cause of defending its own country and its people. On the other hand, the entire Arab world rallied behind the cause of people in Gaza, and China and Russia, which are also big-time powers in this world today, issued statements in favor of the Arab world. So this is no more a crisis which is limited to a particular region, which you can call it just a conflict, but it might result into something which is much more. And the reflections of it were very evident on the stock market. The Dow Jones went down by 2.4% in this week, and Nasdaq was down by 3.2% in this week. But the gainers were the defense stocks. The major defense stocks in the US, because US is the producer of major defense components in the world. They hold a share of 45% in the global defense market. And the stocks of defense companies went up. On the other hand, as far as the financial crisis this conflict would lead to, the indications with the stock market and the people at large and the Americans got was that the American government requested the Congress of an additional grant of $100 billion to support the cause of Israel and defend its presence in the Middle East. So this was an additional amount sought by the US government just for this conflict. So this led to the 10-year GSEC yield in the US rising to 5%, which is highest in last 16 years. So the uncertainty which is prevailing in the entire world on account of what will happen out of this crisis is something which impacted the stock market across the globe, and it is something which is very much understandable. This is not like the Ukraine war. Ukraine war is now settled that it is going to be at a certain scale in this particular region, and it is going to work for a long period of time in a certain manner. This war, what it is going to happen, the scale at which what is in store to happen is still something where the markets and everybody in this world are confused. The other major impact of this conflict is oil. Oil in this second week is now at US dollars 91 to a barrel. The entire Arab world is rallying behind the cause of people in Gaza. And so what is going to happen is that someday it is not going to be limited to this region of Gaza and Israel, which are not so big time producers of oil, but this conflict might spill over to the entire region, which is quite oil rich. So this fears also led to the increase in the prices of oil, and rightfully so. The prices of gold from 6th of October to 20th October, 6th is the date on which this conflict started and 20th is the last day of this week. It has gained by 8%, and rightfully so, because people thought that let us seek refuge in the safe haven of investing, which is gold. This was all about the conflict in the Gulf region, which makes us a little disturbing. Now little good news about what is happening as far as India is concerned. I came across a finding that today Indian companies are amongst the leaders in two-wheelers in the entire world. When it comes to market cap, out of the top 5 market cap of the companies which are into two-wheeler segment, 4 of them are Indians, which is Bajaj, Eicher, TVS and Hero. And the 5th one, and the just one company in the top 5 is Yamaha. And one of the growth engines of these companies, which are amongst the top 5 in this category, and especially the Indian 4 companies, is the export market which they are catering to. So this is a good news for India, that at least in one segment, India has started emerging as global leader of a particular segment, which is a segment which is going to be a part of the entire world growth story. Thank you very much. Thank you.